back to the Girlies podcast. This is your girl, Lily.
And this is Veronica Towers.
Hello, everyone. I am Eric, and welcome back.
We're consistent, you guys. Hey, back to back.
We made it.
We love to see it.
And we're back at our recording studio.
Yeah, very fortunate to have this space. Did I have to borderline harass a man for it today? Yes.
But that's the thing about shared spaces, right?
You harass.
Yeah. Hey, no, it always starts with the hey, no rush. But
Stop. That's literally how I started it. Hey, so no rush. But I just wanted to know. But yeah, he was really cool about it. And he left and gave us the space.
there's always a little rush, too.
I know.
You know, you're rushing.
And we kind of are. I mean, Lily has a shift after this.
Speaking of job, what a good segue. Today's topic is our relationship with money. So what is the girlies' relationship with money? What do we think of it? How do we get it?
Excuse me?
Mind your business.
Yeah, that's a great topic. First and foremost, how do you guys feel talking about money? I know it's a taboo topic.
Honestly, growing up, I wasn't directly told to not talk about our financial situation, but I also was oblivious to it. I wasn't paying attention to it at all. But like I did hear other like parents and my friends' parents say like, oh, like I don't want to talk about that, or like
No
they try
se
to
habla de
no
eso.
se habla del dinero, and I'm just like, why not?
Because it's taboo.
Yeah, because it's taboo. So I guess since you mentioned like growing up, did you guys grow up in a financially stable home, or what you guys would consider financially stable?
I think for me personally, I feel like grew up in a working class, lower income household. And also I was a single parent household. So all of the financial hardship fell on my mom for the most part.
True.
And I feel like being an only child, it was kind of hard to see where our financial like situation was, because I was also the only child, so it was like less strenuous, I feel, compared to a big ass family that has like 5 kids. But yeah, I would feel like we were lower income. We weren't struggling, but I definitely was not like going to Disneyland every weekend, you know?
Oh, yeah. Pues eso no, mija.
Neither was I until like senior year.
When you had your Disneyland
Yeah.
pass. ¿Y tú, Eric?
I don't know. I feel like growing up, I really got to see like the luxuries, but also the like, I guess the poorest of the poorest. But I mean, it's because like, I don't know, because I qualified for all the government help, like, you know, I would reduce lunch, free lunch and stuff, and like, but also I had the luxuries of like going on family vacations and going to theme parks and going out to dinners,
Going to the mall.
getting new clothes, but also like hand-me-downs and thrifting, and like all my needs were met, and like whatever I wanted, I will technically get. I'm not too aware of like what went on financially in my early days, but growing up, I did see my dad transition from like, what's a white blue? Do you guys know the difference
Like
between
blue
white
collar
collar?
and then blue collar?
Well, I saw him transition into becoming like a self-employed business owner, and who now makes more than 6 figures.
Oh, okay. Daddy Valdivia, good for you,
Yeah.
son.
So you got to see that transition between like him working for others and now him working for himself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dang.
Which brought him up a bracket. I
Oh
bet.
yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He makes about what a surgeon makes.
Hey, Daddy Valdivia.
If you want to sponsor the next stuff. Good for him, though.
Yeah, he is literally an immigrant of the United States, no middle school, high school education, not even university education, and he was able to build something for himself here.
Damn, does he want to come onto the Girlies pod?
En español.
What about you, Vero? How was it growing up?
So I did grow up like pretty spoiled. I'll keep it a hundo. But that is because by the time that I came around, all of my siblings were already older and they already had like set jobs and stuff. And some of them even started having their own families. So the ones that were working, they would contribute to like, they'd give money to the parentals.
Mm-hmm.
And so that took care of like bills and stuff. And then the money that they were making, which previously took care of bills, now it was like spending money. So really, it's like a thing in my family, because there's 7 of us, to give some context, that the last 3, which is me, my brother David, and my brother Javi, that we grew up like spoiled and privileged. That's like what my older siblings say. So I grew up, I would say, like I nunca me faltaba nada is what I'll say.
Same.
And I'm also not like a big, like a material girl or anything. So I was never like, oh, I want this and I want that. But if I ever did, I would get it. Oh my God, the doggy.
Yeah. I was a material girl.
I want a Nintendo SP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I was also on my only child syndrome.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want this, this, and this.
And I'm the youngest too, so.
Yeah.
But would you
I'm
guys be like
baby.
ugly attitude if you guys wouldn't get it?
Yeah, I
Sometimes.
Ew.
would. I know, it's
I'd
ugly.
throw a tantrum.
And you know what that does? I feel like there's a combo for another day, but I want to state that transitions into adulthood. It can. If you don't check your attitude, I, for a long time, was not used to hearing no from anyone in any situation. And it was ugly. Because sometimes people are going to tell you no.
Ooh, she can take rejection.
I couldn't.
Oh, she couldn't.
Yeah. Now, we're learning and we're growing.
And your family came from, there's 7 of you, 7 kids.
Uh-huh.
So I feel like your parents, compared to, say, like my mom, who only had to deal with 1 kid, compared to yours, 7.
Yeah.
That was like, they had to split their money somehow.
Yeah. And my mom never really worked, honestly. She was more of like a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
But there was a time where she was like babysitting and stuff. So that's how she would make her money.
Mm-hmm.
But still, that little money would go to like the meal of the day kind of thing.
The groceries.
Uh-huh. But like, why they go every single day and buy food for the day? Like, can't you buy stuff for the week?
I mean,
They
yeah,
probably
but
did.
like,
My mom would go every day.
no quieres the fresh ingredients straight from the freshest ingredients you could get, and then you just come home.
You know
make
what,
it,
though?
Y no se desperdice la comida.
That's why, because you guys
Yeah.
were a lot. There was no leftover food probably by the end of your meal.
Yeah.
So she had to cook again. My aunt is the same way. There's so many of them that like some eat so much that there's no leftovers. You have to make food again the next day.
Oof.
Instacart for free, and with your own money.
But with that, I want to ask, did we ever see our parents go through like some financial blips where they were like tight on cash? Maybe it was like I don't know, 2008 when the freaking
The
market crashed. Did we notice something then?
I don't know what that means.
Oof.
What is a market crash?
Yeah.
We're going through one right now.
Yes.
Does it have to do with bonds? Because I don't own any.
No.
Oh. Not that I recall,
No.
but no, not that I recall. If they were, like, I didn't notice.
Yeah. I would say I'm the same way. If there was some financial struggles going on, they always kept it hidden from me. The only time that I was like, oh, maybe we don't got all this kind of money was when I wanted a quinceañera and they didn't want to front the money.
Yeah.
And they were like, and we don't want to, because, people get like padrinos de esto and padrinos de this so they could pay for everything. My mom was like, I don't want to do that. So I was like, so you can't afford it. Me being a spoiled brat.
I actually thought of something. I
Okay.
forgot that my parents are divorced.
Oh.
During their divorce, I mean, yeah, I got to see, like, my mom not be under my dad's, like, what do you call it? Like
Financial
umbrella,
support.
financial umbrella.
Uh-huh.
And so
When that switched over, you saw her
yeah,
like,
so she had
oh
only a
shit.
few years of work left until she got laid off, and I think I saw my mom struggle more than I saw my dad, also because I lived with her. But like that transition of like, I need to find my own means to be able to, support myself financially. Although she receives alimony, but like,
Good for her.
but like that's still not enough.
Her.
That is still not enough.
Right.
Like, dad, cough it up.
You got to see the transition
Okay,
between
Mr.
a
Surgeon.
2-parent household income to now a 1-parent household income.
Yeah, but because I'm the child, I'm like, I guess under both.
You still benefit from
So I
both.
benefit from both, but yeah, I got to see that financial stress on my mom.
¿Y tú, Lily?
I was a little older, yeah.
I think similarly to Eric, and maybe you too, I think you mentioned if there was financial hardships, a lot of the time my mom was not being very open about it and like talking to me about all her problems,
Yeah.
But because it was just us two, obviously I did get to, if there was some sort of hardship, she would se desquitaba conmigo, And like,
What does that mean? Like she would like.
open up to me a little bit of like what's going on. Because it was just me and her. So like if she needed to get something off of her chest, then that's when she would open up to me and tell me like, like work is not paying me enough, or like the bills are getting higher, this and that.
You at 6 years old.
Yeah. What do you want me to do about it?
I'm just a kid. I'm
But
baby.
also like in like for example, the 2008 market crash, a lot of my family did go through a lot of financial hardships. So I got to witness my family go through a lot of those struggles. And for my mom, because she's such a big saver and she's just like, not that she's like hoarding money or anything, but she's just not a spender. She's a saver. I got to see her be like a backbone to my family in a small little way, and like anything that they needed financially because they were struggling, my mom was able to help them just like a little bit, give a little bit to them because she was such a saver and she was stable in that way. And that was such a like, I remember that year a lot actually, because it was a lot for my family. Oof. So
out of all three of us, I think you might be the most financially stable.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, the three of us? Oh, absolutely. But that like goes to tell that where you learned it from.
Yeah. If I'm the financial stable one out of all three of us, that says a lot.
Yeah, that means we are in crosses. But besides your mom, like, venting to you, did you guys ever feel pressure? Like, if they were like tense about money, do you think they took out like anger on you guys or anything like that?
Oh, yeah. For sure. My mom's an enojona.
My mom would too a little bit, but nothing crazy. She'd just be like, ¿Cómo quieres que te dé esto? Yo ni tengo dinero. And I was like, Mom, I'm just asking for $20 to go to the pike.
Say no.
No, but then they would say no, I'd throw a fit.
Oh.
Yeah, literally.
But
never to the point where like you need to find a job, like you need to start working. My mom was never like that. It was always like school comes first, and if I can support you in any way, then I will. But never, because I know a lot of people do, like a lot of their parents did force them to start working.
Rent and shit.
Yeah.
A mí todavía no, and I hope they don't. Yeah.
Eric literally
at
26.
your 26 years of life.
And I hope they don't. Girl.
I help around the house. You see me.
Eric sweeping the house.
Uh-huh.
Annoyed.
But pressure from parents. I like around 2020, I did have like a revelation of like, damn, my parents are gonna get old, and like there's gonna be a point where they're not gonna be able to work anymore, and like what I said.
Yeah.
Like, as a kid, I know it's not my responsibility to like worry about their financial like their financial
Stability.
when they become older. But also like I don't want them to be struggling either. Like que no están comiendo, que they no tengan para la renta and stuff.
And they're getting older too. Their
Yeah.
bodies wearing out. They're not as youthful as they once were, and they're
Yeah.
still out here needing to work.
So
to
I think I
live.
did feel that pressure at some point from my mom. Because she's always telling me, like, what are you going to do? Like, how are you going to make money? No sé cómo le vas a hacer. I'm like, girl, me either. I don't either.
We'll figure it out together.
Aw.
Since you mentioned that Lily's like the most financially stable, do you be saving? Because I can only speak for myself. I'm not a very good saver. I'm not a good saver at all.
I'm not
Yeah.
very good.
You be saving?
I am, let's just say, I am sort of a saver, but I have not been saving like I should be as far as savings account and like putting money aside for a rainy day. Like, you know, when they say put money aside or like 20% of your check, something like that, or 10% of your check into a savings account. I'm not doing that as I should, but I save a little bit. I'm just not a good budgeter. That's my thing. I don't budget my money. I'm just like, out to eat for sushi again for the third time this week? Okay,
Ooh.
let's go.
Yum, all you can eat.
That was me when I was making money or when I was working. Didn't I fun 4 times in 1 week?
Yeah, it's just...
Bitch.
Yeah. I
That
spent
was
like,
your whole fucking check, I bet.
I would spend like $30
Each visit?
each visit.
I mean, it'd be
It's
like
so
that.
worth it. I was obsessed. I haven't done it since though.
Yeah, I can't be doing all that nowadays.
I'm not a good saver or budgeter. Again, not to blame my upbringing, but to blame my upbringing. Like, I just never fucking learned to save. Like, money just was always there when I needed it, you know? And again, like I mentioned, I still don't feel like I'm like a material girl and get like super expensive things. I'd
Yeah.
rather spend my money on something else. But I do spend a lot of money going out. Like, I like to go out to eat dinners or to have drinks or go experience things. So, yeah, I don't be saving or budgeting. And I am going to turn 26 today when this airs.
Oh yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Vero.
It's not her birthday right now when we record, but it will be when we release this episode.
So, yeah, I'm going to be 26. And, like, girl, it's been
It's time to put 20% aside.
It's time to do that 20%.
For real.
And like do
Especially-
it automatically. You don't out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that. My job lets me open up a bank account through them,
And they
then
take some off?
Take it off.
Yeah.
You hold
I
on to
shoulda
that.
been.
If I don't have it, I won't even notice.
I need to start doing that too.
I am not
guys.
a saver, you guys. I live paycheck to paycheck like most of America does.
True.
I also carry some credit card debts. Do you guys want to go into that?
Oh yeah, debt.
Debt, yeah.
Do you guys want to go into debt or should we?
No, we should go into debt.
Into depth about debt.
Okay, so like in my early okay. Where do I even start in debt? So I've been having a credit card since I was like 16. Like an Amex was my very first credit card.
Okay.
So I've been a member since like 2013 or something like that. And you know, I've been using a credit card, and there was a point where I wasn't asking my dad for money. Like I was like, oh, I'm a fiend for myself. Like I'm gonna figure it out myself. Blah, 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 blah.
The figuring out in question your credit card.
Literally.
Where was that money
I was
coming from?
swiping, dude. That
It's a write-off.
I racked up like $6,000
Fuck.
In credit card
in
debt?
credit card debt.
Okay, but how old are you?
I was like
during
early
this rack
20s,
up?
like 20, 21, 22.
Okay.
And somehow I paid it off. I don't know how I paid it off. And recently, this past year, I recently racked up like 10K.
Fuck.
Hey, Southwest.
Yeah.
Like currently?
I currently have like about 10K in debt.
God damn.
But like my first time when I was racking up the debt, like I was like feeling overwhelmed and uneasy and like I don't know how I'm gonna figure it out and blah blah blah. But I just said let go, let God.
Let God fix it.
It's in God's hands now. It's above me.
It's above me now.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I'm in a new financial rut, but like I'm also confident in myself that I will get myself out of it. Like I've done
Once
before.
again.
Once
Yeah.
again, yeah.
I did it before.
And I'll do it again.
Yeah.
See, I don't know if I'm gonna be transparent about my debt like that, but I do have
Yes,
some
you
credit
are.
card.
You have a car.
I have
you
a credit card debt. I mean, credit card debt.
car
Yeah.
payment.
It's not like Eric's amount, and it's not, I don't think, very wild either. I think it's like, for being honest, I think it's like $900 and something.
Oh,
Okay.
that's not a lot.
It's not a lot, but that stresses me out so much because growing up, my mom was like, when you get a credit card, don't use your credit card because you're just going to be swipe, swipe, swipe. And then you're going to have to pay all that money off. And how are you going to pay it all off in a chunk? And then there's this thing called interest rates. And then that goes up too. And it was just like, growing up, my mom was always telling me, don't use your credit card. You don't use your credit card. But obviously when you get older, it's when you start using your credit card. I don't know. I'm going to pay it off someday. I know, like Eric said, I'm going to get through this. And it's not like an exponential amount, but yeah, some credit card debt. That's crazy. What about you, Vero?
I'm right there with you guys on the credit card debt, but it's nothing crazy. It's like $400. So it's nothing crazy. But when I had a car note, my life was like falling apart.
Oh, that's me right now.
Yeah.
The car note.
That car note fucked me up and ruined my life. And it ruined my credit score. Because one missed payment for 1 month because I was broke as hell. And like, I don't know. I was also really depressed. So I didn't want to ask anyone for money. I was like, I'll come up with the money eventually. Like, girl, okay. It fucked me up. But you know what? Like Eric said, somehow I just managed to fix it. It takes a little while. You make little payments here and there. And then my credit went right back up. I was able to rent my own apartment. My credit score was good. I was able to make those payments. And yeah, now I'm back to thankfully being like a little bit more financially stable. I just got to work on that itsy bitsy credit card debt.
Yeah. I forgot about that car note. Thanks. That credit debt just went up for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a whole car payment to pay.
How many years you got left?
5.5, baby.
Oy.
5.5 years until I pay that bitch off.
That's crazy.
Honestly, Lily, I will tell you, as soon as you finish paying that car, your life's going to change.
I know.
The day that I finished paying my car note, like all of a sudden I was like, where does this money come from? Because I didn't have to pay fucking $500 a month or $400, whatever. Yeah.
Literally.
Plus
500.
insurance.
Plus
well,
insurance.
With mine, with
And gas.
insurance, $500.
Easily
And maintenance.
$600 a month go like this for me. And like my car. Just my car. Which I could be using for rent. You feel me? Because
Yeah.
I need to move
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's not making sense. Something's not adding up, you guys.
So if anyone watching this is rich and
or a
wants-
financial planner or advisor.
then hit us up. So with that very sad note about credit and debt, let's go ahead and take a smoke break because I feel we need
For real.
But
Yeah.
somehow I always have money for weed.
Eso sí.
Eso no me falta.
it. Priorities.
Literally, that's a whole other bill too, but we're not going to talk about
Dude,
that.
no. The app tells me how much I spent in the past
Ew.
6-7 months.
You have the Haven app?
Yeah, why would they do that?
Pa que veas how
Oh
rich
my
you've made
God.
them.
Do you want me to come back or not? Because
I'm going to come back anyway.
It's literally gotten to the point where dispensaries are like a whole ass bill at this point. If you're going often,
Yeah.
like it's another
Every
bill.
month I spend this much on weed.
Yeah, let's go back to the days where you're going to your Connect like down the street, and he Sells
Miss
you
her.
a dub for $10.
And when like half a boy used to get you faded.
Let's go
And
back
if he
to those
thought
days.
you were cute, he'd throw in a little extra.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, what are you doing?
All right. So, yeah, let's go on our smoke break. We'll come back and talk a little bit more about money.
Yeah.
All right.
Peace
BRB.
out.
And we're back from our smoke break. How do you guys feel?
Just
A little zooted.
a lot of zooted.
You a lot?
A lot of
Well, I haven't
zooted.
had breakfast.
Me neither.
Oh, yeah, I did have huevos today.
Yum.
Shout out to my mom.
My mom, you're not going to eat anything? No.
But weed nunca falta.
Y café? For the past, I'm going on my 3rd week streak of coffee every day.
Dude, it's...
I need to calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
I need to calm the fuck down.
Because pretty soon it gets to the point where you can't even function without it.
I can.
Or you get headaches because you haven't had caffeine.
Ay, pero se antoja.
Yeah. Anyway, see you at the shop later.
Yeah, literally right after this.
After a smoke break, we wanted to touch on levels of wealth. And by
Yeah.
that, I mean, what level of wealth do you need to have to consider yourself like wealthy? Like where do you want to be? What's comfortable for you? What's wealthy for you?
I could live off of 10 mil for the rest of my life.
You in 2 years? Like the lottery winners?
What now?
They
way.
spent it all or what?
So, like, they call it the lottery winner curse, where it's just like your money just
Isn't
like
it when you
comes and
die?
then it goes. As easy as it comes, as easy as it goes.
My mom had a friend, her best friend, who came across money because he just happened to be really good friends with someone who was wealthy. That person passed away. All the money, most of his money, after giving some to his kids, went to my mom's friend.
Dang.
And then within a few
Me and hers.
years, gone. And then there was like a freak accident where his house in Mexico burned down, and that's where he stored most of his money.
Cash?
Yeah, burned.
Oh, yeah.
Now
That's
he-
strong.
It's
That's
like
Now
if
he has
someone
to work
knew.
nights. Now he has to work nights to make a living.
Damn.
It's just like that, gone.
Damn.
That's why they have banks.
Yeah. I don't even want to get to
Yeah.
that.
Well, I will consider myself wealthy when I have a place of my own. I could call my own.
Mm-hmm.
And own. Because I do want to be a homeowner. But I don't know if I want to be a
Yeah.
homeowner in the United States or in Mexico.
Mm.
Because the cost of living here in the U.S. is increasing exponentially.
And here in California, like to be able to own a house here, and then what you get, it's crazy.
Have no credit card debt. Use credit cards as they're supposed to be used. In replacement of your debit card being paid off full balance at the end of each month.
That's wealthy.
Yeah, and like maybe having like a financial advisor or like
Sorry.
financial planner to help me get to my goal, reach my goals. Because yo solito and with my parents' help,
It's not
It just-
cutting it.
yeah, it's just like I need a professional.
A financial advisor.
Someone.
Someone, please.
This is a call for help right now.
Because right now I'm trying to like find ways to like ease my way out of this credit card debt. And like I've looked into balance transfers and like credit card consolidation and
Yeah.
like getting a loan with lower interest rates and like just paying it off like that. But like I don't know what I want to do. And also I don't have a stream of income yet. So
That
that's
makes it
where
harder.
I need to start.
Mm-hmm.
Having a stream of income. Like Vero said, we're 26. It's embarrassing.
A little bit,
Borderline,
yeah.
But you know, like also no pressure, peeps. Like we're all figuring it out, you know.
All on our own little journeys.
Yeah. But
Um,
would it be nice?
For me,
Absolutely.
wealth, I want to be wealthy enough to, yes, own some property. I don't know if here or or
In the UK?
in no,
Me.
or in like Mexico or something. That's always like talked about, especially in the Latino culture. You should get a house in like Mexico, because most of them have houses in Mexico. Some of them.
But like actually live if you're gonna live in it.
Literally.
Because
It's like,
like
why you
some
Or
people
rent it
just have
out.
it out there.
yeah,
To rent it out también, I
Yeah.
guess, but
rent it out. Yeah, they're like abandoned. I want to be wealthy enough to own a house, own a property, be somewhere where I can have a pet and have a backyard for them big enough to roam around in,
cute.
and a chicken coop.
Oh, that yeah. I want one of those too, and a full espresso bar.
Debt free, wealthy. Yes, an espresso bar. Oof. Debt free, and be able to provide some sort of like housing for my mom too. Something for her.
Sick.
Have a back house for her.
No, not with me. Peace and love.
At one of your rentals.
Not with me. I can get her somewhere else, but not with me.
Like closest to visit, but
Far enough to be away. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
that's the goal.
Well,
What about you, Vero? What do you consider being wealthy?
I already answered.
Oh, you
10
did?
mil.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it was a shitty answer compared to you guys. You guys like thoroughly thought about it. I don't know. I just want more money than I can spend, so that leaves the window open. You know?
So you want $1 billion.
Yeah, that'd be cute.
$1 billion could last you 30 years.
I could work with that.
Now, how far would you guys go for money? And what would you do? Or what's the worst thing you've done for
All
money?
I have to say
Let's
is
be-
that
let's
it's
be
legal in
real.
Canada, but it's not legal in the United States. Right?
What is that? What does that mean? Okay, you can tell
Interpret
me
it.
later. You
Yeah.
can tell me later.
Okay, or we'll just bleep it out, and they'll have to put it together.
You've done that?
Yeah.
Sit.
I needed to pay my credit card bill. And I wasn't working at the time. And it literally took like maybe like 15 minutes. And I made $100. Like, come on.
Interesting. I haven't done
Love
anything
that for
like
you.
that.
Love that for you.
Did I do it again? No.
Would you do it again?
It wasn't for me.
Aw.
Would you try it again?
Maybe for the right amount. But not for $100
That's
again.
the right answer. How far would I go for money?
I'd work. That's as far as I'd go.
I work too.
So you're selling your body in some way. You know what I'm
Literally.
saying?
Would
don't
you
know.
guys ever panhandle?
No.
No. I don't think. I mean, obviously,
I rather for money. You can bleep that.
What the fuck?
we'll see. Okay, yeah. There was like a little bit of a technical issue there.
We could fill it in with like Girlies thing.
Okay, so it's gonna be a little abrupt to wrap it up here, but you know, we do got. Speaking of labor, we do got places to be.
The show must go on.
Yeah. So let's close it off with this kind of a serial question here. What is
'Kay.
your 3 to 5 year? Because Eric wanted 3 years, I wanted 5 years. 3 to 5 year financial goals.
Eric
Let's
said
be realistic.
Eric said let's start with 3
Uh-huh.
first.
But I think 5 is
One
Very
for me.
possible.
One for me. Wait, 3 to 5 year? First of all, find a stream of income so I could start paying off this credit card debt.
Same.
And as I'm trying to also pay for credit card debt, put some aside and live within my means until I'm able to like afford these extra things that are not necessities to my well-being.
Yeah.
in 3 to 5 years, I plan to be finished with school, and I'm planning, I know this is wishful hoping, especially in today's economy, but to put my degree to good use and get a real like big girl job and have a good salary. I'm ready for the salary life, and I want it to be good and chonke.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, not to piggyback off of you guys, but we're all in the like same, we're all the same age, and I think that we're all in the same like path. We all want I just want what you guys just mentioned. Stability, salary, big girl job, putting my degree to use, a stable stream of income, like
And independent living.
Yeah.
That's what a 26-year-old wishes for at
That
this
will
point.
be super beneficial to my well-being and my
Honestly, my
development.
mental health.
to my
And then
development.
imagine once that like clouded little dark circle in your brain goes away, all the possibilities.
That's why I'm waiting for my 30s, bro, because everyone's like, your 20s, you're just still figuring it out. Your 30s are the best time of your life. Let's fucking go.
Live in it, girl. We're here right now. This is the time where you.
I'll never get
What
these
is this speech in
reckless
Eclipse?
years.
This is the time to mess up, to fall in love hard.
And when someone says, or someone asks, what do you want to do when you grow up or something?
Who the hell knows?
That's
Okay, yeah.
so everyone's sign. What is everyone's sign?
Like zodiac sign?
Dollars.
Exactly.
Let's use this episode as a manifestation that we are going to reach these goals, you guys.
We'll make an episode in 5 years.
Yeah, to talk about our financial. We're in the same boat.
Let's see where we're at.
Stop.
I'm just
Dude,
kidding.
if we are,
no,
I'm
I
gonna be
can't
so
speak
embarrassed.
negative.
Wait, if what?
We're in the same boat.
I'm gonna be so embarrassed.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see how things are. But we gotta go. Lily has to go to work. We have to go to Lily's job.
And thank you so much for listening for this episode. And don't forget to follow the Girlies on all social well, not all of them. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram at the Girlies Pod, and our personal. Mine is at Eric V Chavez on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube.
Mine is at Veronica Towers on Instagram and TikTok.
You can follow me at Huevos con Weenie, 2 S's on Instagram, and at Huevos con Weenie on YouTube. Although I haven't posted
Neither
ever.
have I. It's been a year.
No
But if you
promises.
I'm just
All right. Thanks you guys so much for listening and for bearing with us. I hope you guys like this episode on money. Dollar bills, y'all. Fuck bitches, get
Money.
money.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck bitches and get money. Honestly. Anyway.
TBH. All right. Good night,
See
you guys. Or
you.
good morning or good afternoon. Bye.